Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog, video, diary entry, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I see if you can see, there's Olive. She's just sitting next to me. She wants to get on my lap, and here she goes. Anyway, so hopefully you all are doing well. I'm doing fine. I have a slight headache. I don't know. I think it's from stress, but we'll see. Hopefully it will go away without taking any medication. Anyway, so this morning was an exciting morning. Well, not exciting, but so now I'm I'm going to be the town crier at my apartment building. So this is the second time this specific thing has happened. So early in the morning, I start work at 7 in the morning. So I get up and I feed the dogs, and Olive usually gets up first. I feed her, and then I take her out by herself. Milo's still in bed. He's a diva. So I take her out, and it's like still dark out. It's like maybe 20 to 7. And I've seen this car before, and it drives very, very fast down the main, between the apartment buildings. And it's a woman. I've seen it at least twice. And she's wearing a white pom-pom hat with a little thing, and it's a white SUV. This chick is speeding, going super, super fast. This morning when I saw her do this, not even within, it had to be less than a minute. It had to be seconds. I'm walking Olive out, and I'm on the end unit of the building, and then there's another building. There's a street. My garage is on the side, and then there's another building across the street from there, next to ours or mine. And a jogger is coming out between the two buildings and running into the road where this lady speeds down. He was going out into the road. He was bypassing me because he saw me walking the dog and wanted to avoid any, barking or whatever, because she's yapping and trying to run after him. But he bypasses around me and her and goes into the road. Well, there's cars parked on both sides of the road for parking spots because people are too, I don't want to say cheap, but it's expensive to live here, hands down. But people do not rent garages here. Some do, but there's a lot of garages that are open, that are not rented, and they choose to park on the street. There is street parking with spots. Well, they put the lot, when they paved it a few months ago, they paved it, and they came out and they put parking spot lines, where the cars should park. Well, at the very end of the run, where the two buildings, there's a throughway for cars, people are still parking all the way to the curb. So it's not a parking spot. It's not two lines and they're parking in it. They're parking at the end of a run and all the way to the curb. Well, this guy's running and this girl's speeding, and if seconds came, if it was a matter of seconds of different timing, this guy would have been plowed down by her. Plowed down, no doubt. So that was one thing I saw this morning. So the next thing I saw when, this was before I went out with Olive, because I'm waiting at the door for this person. I think she's in my building. I'm assuming she's in my building. She's parked out on the street, actually in a spot, which is fine. But she's loading her stuff up in the car. I'm like, please hurry up, because I got to get her out, Olive out. But I didn't want to have Olive out there because she would be barking and yapping at this person. I think it was a woman. And like I said, it was dark. So she gets in her car, and then she proceeds to try to get out of her spot. She backs into one of the neighbor's vans that is parked behind her, and that van is not parked in a parking spot. He's at the end of the run. So that van was blocking the vision of the speeding driver because he should not be parking there. But then the person that was parked in front of him backed into his car, his van. I'm like, is she going to get out and do anything? Nope, she left. I got her license plate number. So now I'm the town crier. So I put it on our resident page here, which they're like the project manager, the what do they call the person that manages the complex? Not a project manager. She's the manager of the whatever. So I tagged her in it because I'm asking, hey, first off, are you going to get no parking from here to corner signs? Because that would help with the lack of vision that you have coming out from a side street, because you have to creep up and look around the vehicles that are parked all the way at the end. So I put that on there. Then I called out the person that actually hit the van. And I said, if I'm assuming you live here and you didn't get out, you need to do the right thing. I have your license plate number. And I don't want to be that person. But you know what? This doesn't give everybody the right to do whatever they freaking want. You need to be a responsible, law-abiding person. Don't be a jerk to people. And if you do something wrong, you fix it or you own up to it. And if you see something, you say something. So I'm saying something. So, I'm just so aggravated today. That's probably why I have a headache. But, yeah, so I put that on there. I put it on the page. And I know the manager of the apartment complex, she'll see it because I tagged her in it. Because I want to know about these signs because, yes, it's very expensive to live here. Look, I don't want 2 garages, but I have a lot of crap. So I don't even want 1 garage. But you know what? I have an assigned spot. So I park there. And, it runs a lot of money. But if there's lack of parking, people are just going to do what the freak they want. And come what may, and this is what's going to happen. Someone is going to get plowed down. This guy was jogging. He had dark clothes on, which is his fault. The streets aren't lit very well. And then you got people parked all the way to the end of the curb to where he's coming around and there's a van there and this speeding chick is not going to see him. So I'm just waiting for an accident to happen. So I put that on the page. So I'm going to wait to see if I'll probably get hate comments, but who the hell cares? I don't care. And then the other thing I complained about, I said, for the people that live or that utilize, we have the apartment complex provides like carts, utility carts, so you can like wheel stuff in and out from your car, like groceries and stuff. And they're kept in the lobby. So there's a lobby and then it's like a hallway. And then there's like a mini lobby area to where the 2 apartments on the first floor, their front doors are there. And then there's an elevator and then there's 2 doors that go into the storage units. But these carts are always like left willy-nilly in front of the downstairs residence doors. And I'm like, every time I walk out, I got to like move a cart. I don't want to move a effing cart. Be a good human. Put it on the wall with the elevator. It's not impeding anybody, okay? You're getting off the elevator. It's a clear path. But as soon as I walk out my door, there's a fucking cart there. I don't want a cart there. I'm to the point where I'm just going to start being a real jerk like everybody else feels that they can do. And I'm going to take the cart upstairs and just leave it in random people's in front of their door and see how they like it. So yeah, I'm in that kind of mood that I'm like going to be psycho today. And then my husband calls me. He's all pissed off because he's working on a car. And then it turned out to be a bigger job. And then something else was broken that they didn't realize until they took something apart. And they tell the person that owns the car, okay, this is an issue as well. And this is how much it's going to cost to fix it. And they're like, well, we don't have that kind of money. So just fix what we ask and that's it. So my husband has to rebuild, like, I think he said the whole front of the car back or something. I don't know. So he was in a mood and you know what? I don't want to hear it. I got my own problems. I got cart problems. I got people almost getting hit in the middle of the road problems, speeders. And yeah. So there's that. And it's cold here again today. And I'm tired of cold. I need to move somewhere warm like the South. Maybe when there's nothing left here for me in Jersey, I will move south. I still have my mom here. So no drama when my stepfather came home yesterday. So that's good. And we'll see. We will see. And I need to do my nails. They're all chippy. And I got nothing else. So that's my rant for today so far. And if anything else happens today, I'll come back on. If not, this might be the end of the video. So stay tuned and I'll keep you updated. But what would you do in those instances? Would you call out the person that backed into a neighbor's car? Would you let the neighbor know? Here's their license plate number. I don't know if they did any damage. I did look when I took Milo out, when he got out of bed. Their license plate was like a little bit bent, but I don't know if it was due to that person backing into them or if that was like that before, because I'm not studying people's cars. I just know I heard it, and then I looked, and her bumper, there's Olive, her bumper was right up on that van, and then she pulled away, and then she left. So, yeah. I got neighbors walking, and that's what Olive's all worked up about. So what would you do? Would you let the neighbor know of like who hit their car? Give them the license plate number? Would you try to talk to that person once you see them come back here when they park their car? I don't know if she's on this, the apartment complex website, the Facebook page for the residents. So I don't know if she's even going to see it. So we'll see. And then maybe tomorrow when I'm out there by myself, I wouldn't do it to my dogs, but maybe I'll stand in the middle of the street and see if this like car slows the hell down and say, you need to slow your roll. I don't know if that person is coming from another apartment complex that's across the street from where we're at. There's like 3 separate like apartment places in this area. So I'm in the 55 and older, but there's other ones that are just all age apartments. I'm in condos, so I don't know where that person was coming through from. They could have used this as a cut through to get to a main road. So who knows? I don't know. But what would you do? Would you be a good human and call these people out? Or would you just mind your own business and let people just do what they want to do and have no repercussion for their bad actions? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll be back with more later on. Bye.